Hello and a very warm welcome. Your Singapore race reaction as George Russell dominates from start to finish and McLaren back-to-back Constructors champions. That is amazing. What a day for a fan like myself. I support George Russell and McLaren in my team. A perfect day, but Nico Hülkenberg let the side down with a pretty mucky race. But yeah, amazing. From all them retirements with a Honda engine to see McLaren back on top is simply amazing. But these McLaren guys want Lando Norris to win this title. Lando Norris, finally, I mean, it's took him 18 races, but finally into the first corner, couple of corners, should I say, we saw some aggression by Lando as he goes down the inside of Piastri and bangs wheels with him. He hit the back of Max. Down the inside, Piastri screaming, whining like a baby on the radio. But that is the aggression we need to see by Lando, and we've been wanting to see that all year. For me, that is pure racing, but it's tiddlywinks now and kisses and love bites. Oscar moaning like a baby. He has been absolutely awful since the moment he decided to let Lando through for a slow stop. And ironically, today, he had a slow stop. Superb start from George Russell. He created a 10-second gap. On the first stint, he was immaculate, George Russell. Slow stop for Oscar Piastri, 5.2 seconds. Alonso then had a horrific stop. And then he comes on the radio with an absolute savage Alonso special message. No more radio. If you keep talking to me every lap, I'll disconnect the radio. Absolutely savage. And then he was complaining about Lewis Hamilton at the end of the race with no brakes. But overall, it was a shit race. A 0 out of 10. I'm trying to get my Mrs. brother into Formula 1. He's watching the races with me. And it's a really bad advertisement for the races, because that race was absolutely garbage. It really was. Hülkenberg then spins out to avoid a collision with Collie Dog and ended up finishing last. Star of the race, George Russell. Pole, race win, led every single lap. Dominance. Race rating 0 out of 10. Absolutely awful. And McLaren are Constructors champions. What a turnaround. All them years of pain. Not won a Constructors since 98. And now we've just won 2 back-to-back. But I've got to say, the title fight is one of the worst title fights of all time between Piastri and Norris. Yeah, all this mollycoddling, just woke bullshit, really, innit? Papaya rules, don't crash into each other, apologise on the radio. Lando finally shows a bit of aggression, and then Piastri moaning, complaining, whining. Yeah, I'm losing. Well, I did lose respect for Piastri for letting Norris through. But he's been... Baku was terrible. Today he was terrible. Yeah, needs to find summit. Otherwise he's losing this championship. P1, George Russell. Pole, race win, perfect start, perfect first stint. That is a world-class performance by George Russell. If that's Max Lewis, we're having a windmill session. So why are we not doing it for the T-pose lovey? P2 Max, best he can do really. Started on the softs, didn't work, but it's a great defensive drive by Max to keep Norris behind. P3 Lando Norris, aggressive at the start. We've been waiting for that for 18 races. Brilliant by Norris. He did nothing wrong. About time we saw some aggression from him. But then, what does he do? He gets past Piastri, and then typical Lando Norris, he sits behind Max the whole race. Send it. Dive bomb. Daniel Ricciardo, it's a move. It's done, you know. He does that all the time, Lando Norris. Watch back through this season. Just sits behind cars and wonders why he's 22 points or whatever it is behind Piastri. Pissing away points. 4th Oscar Piastri with another mucky weekend. Gets done by Norris. Imagine letting Norris come down the inside and bash into you. Oh, wow. 5th Antonelli, stuck behind Leclerc for long periods, finally got past him. He was actually fast this weekend, but if you go on Russell's pace, he should be on the podium. 6, Charles Leclerc, nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. 7th, Fernando Alonso. He deserves a shout out for driver of the day. Yeah, had that slow stop, incredibly angry, and then just came back through the field. That is world class by Fernando Alonso. 7th, best of the rest. 8th, Lewis Hamilton. Leclerc let him through. He was attacking Antonelli, and then he lost the brakes. His last lap was so slow. Alonso was like 43 seconds behind him and almost got him on the line, but Lewis did get a penalty for cutting the corners. 9th, Ollie Behrman with an exceptional weekend. Wow, did he destroy Ocon or what? 10th, Carlos Sainz, disqualified in qualifying, come back through the field to finish 10th. That is incredible. 11th, Isaac Hadjar had engine issues. 12th, 1-1 with a pretty awful weekend, really, after Baku. 13th, Lance Stroll, you know, get on your back, get your legs up. Well, Daddy, my tyres feel 100 laps old. Can you buy me some tyres, Daddy? 14th, Alex Albon, disqualified from qualifying, absolutely nowhere in the race, and got mugged by Ollie Behrman. 15th, Liam the Lesbian Lawson. My lips like pink. I love. Better not go there. What I was gonna say. There'll be someone out in the comments. Oh, you can't say that. Why'd you call him a lesbian? Because he looks like one, and his lips are very pink. Why? My lips like pink. My car bloody stinks. 16th, Collie Dog. Now, Collie Dog, 16th, that is sensational. It really is. Given his car, that's an exceptional weekend by Collie Dog, but he's 16th, so he won't get the credit. He's under pressure. That's a good weekend by Collie Dog. 17th, Gabriel Bortoletto. 18th, Esteban Ocon. I mean, we need to be getting the placards up for him. And right, missing person. Yeah. If you can find him, call 07916 412 717. There will not be a reward. Maybe an Ollie Behrman photo. Ocon, the missing man. 19th, Gasly. Absolutely terrible weekend. Yeah. 20th and last, the Hulk. Was avoiding a collision with Collie Dog, but terrible. George Russell wins the race. McLaren Constructors champions. A perfect day, really. But yeah, the race was absolutely shite. 0 out of 10. If you're giving it more than a 0, I would love to know what you're watching. And this woke nonsense with McLaren. Protecting the drivers. Just let them race. Let them sort it out on track between them. We should be talking about McLaren. Back-to-back Constructors. Absolutely amazing for the team. But yet we'll be talking about Norris and Piastri. Oh, ain't it a shame that Norris went down the inside of Piastri? We've been waiting for that aggression for 18 races by Lando. But then he just follows Max home. I don't understand it. And Piastri. Oh, wow. Wow. What a season. You're dominating a championship. Austria, you apologise for trying to overtake your title rival. Silverstone, you jump on the brake pedal for absolutely no reason. We get into Italy, you let your title rival through for a slow stop, and ironically you have a slow stop today, but you don't get let through because McLaren absolutely love Lando. Baku, you decide to smash the car up in quali and the race, and today you let your title rival barge you out the way. Unbelievable. Oscar Piastri, are you going to lose this championship? It's looking that way at the minute. He needs to find something, and fast. So, there we have it. Race reaction done. Join me tomorrow for driver ratings. As usual, unfiltered. Say it how you see it, and not at all. Yeah, over the moon with Russell's win. Unbelievable. He needs a car. And how he's not got a contract yet is beyond me. It will be signed eventually. But what are we waiting for? That's another race win. Brilliant, George Russell. And McLaren Constructors champions is absolutely brilliant. They'll all be out in the towns. McLaren, I've always been a McLaren fan. Bullshit. Where were you in the tough days? Not supporting them like us hardcore fans. Adios.